Anyways, moving right along, let's go into these special editions that got announced. Quite a bit of them. I've got all of them. There's probably more special editions out there. I'm really focusing on the ones that I'm interested in because I don't really know about ones I'm not interested in. So, whatever. And I'm just gonna go through like if I think they're worth it, and I'm getting them all anyways. Now, first of all, we got Persona Q2s. So Persona Q2 Premium Edition was finally announced. We're finally getting this game. Actually, just the game was announced for the West. It's been out in Japan. Um, Persona Q is not my favorite game. It's really hard too. I haven't beat it because it's actually really hard. The first one, and I assume this is no different. If you don't know what Persona Q is, it's basically just a collaboration of Persona 3 and 4 characters. Now this one's going to add the 5 characters along with 3 and 4, so you can see them there. And the girl from 3. So that's 3 portable, which is cool because that's the first one I really got into. And this is running for $70, I think is what it was on Amazon. I don't have the number on me right now. Can we get it here? Can we take a look here? Is it on Amazon? Yeah, $70 with the Prime. So, like $7 shipping if you... So let's take a look at what you get with it. So you get the game. You get this cool, giant box, of course, which I actually have the Persona Q original box. I imagine it looks like it's about the same size, so it's a decent size. It's pretty good. Tiny enough that it'll fit on your shelf, not too big that you're like, God, that's stupid big. You get this Koromaru plush, which is, in my opinion, the best thing. Probably the most expensive that they had to make, maybe besides the art book, because art books can get expensive depending on how they do them. A set of 4 buttons. Now, that comes with the launch edition, too. So, if you look here, here's the launch edition. So that's not, really a big deal to me. The playing cards, which I'm not a fan of getting playing cards a lot, but these look cool. I love the the animated pictures on them. Those look really cool, and I actually need a new set of playing cards personally anyway, but that's just me. So that might not be for everyone. And then of course the art book, which I don't it doesn't say how big the art book is. I wonder if it says on the Amazon site. But while I'm looking this up, I suppose the reason I show off these special editions and I put them on the podcast is not just to be like, oh, I'm getting this, cool. Fuck all you. No. I'm showing it because I want to give my thoughts on whether it's worth it based on the price. Now, I've bought special editions that are not worth it based on price. I bought the Halo 5 special edition. Was not worth it, but I'm such a big fan of Halo, I did it anyway. So, I will buy a special edition regardless of whether it's worth it or not, depending on the series. So, I'm going to give my thoughts as a Persona fan and just as a gamer, whether it's worth it or not. So, I'm just looking for the art book, though. Let's see. Art book. Oh well. It doesn't say. Now Persona Q1's art book came with it. So, since I can't find the art book picture link really quickly and I don't want to waste your time on the podcast or if you're watching this on YouTube, let's just assume it's the shittiest type of art book possible you could get with one of these, because I've gotten some shitty art books with special editions. Here, let's assume that it's the worst kind. I've gotten art books that are 4 pages long. Now, I know it's going to be better than that because it's Atlus, but we're going to let's assume the worst. It's a 4-page art book. Even so, for $70, now the game's usually $40. And then pins, I'm not even going to put a price on those because that's nothing. A deck of cards probably usually costs like... Let's find out. Sorry, I'm doing so much searching. No, this is what I want. Oh my god, Amazon, I can't believe you. Here's a deck card. Now, this is a... Oh my god, that's a pack of 12 for fucking... So, I don't know, let's say... I'm trying to think. At Target, we probably sell them for like $5. Yeah, that sounds about right. But that's for 2. So maybe we'll be generous there too. We'll say $3. So, $40 game. $3, what would be a $3 deck of cards. So you're up to $43. That's not very good when you think it's 70. Plushies. Now this, I'm going to say usually runs for like 13. So that would raise it up to about 54, 55-ish. And then let's assume, like I said, the worst, that this is like a 3-page art book. That's probably like $1. So, I actually thought I was, like, in my head, I was thinking, like, no, this one's, like, really worth it. But now that I'm looking at that, based on that, I don't know, not so much price-wise. Like, once again, let's go back and let's assume the art book is, like, at least 20 pages. I think that's a good, solid-sized 3DS-style art book. It's probably a good, I don't know, what would you say a 20-page art book is? $10, maybe? Because art books can cost a lot just based on the fact that they color them. And so then you're up to like $65-ish. So maybe it's a little overpriced. I don't know. I guess you do get the box too, but that's not really. So is this one worth it? Personally, I think as a Persona fan, yes. Because you're paying a little extra for a deck of cards. You're paying a little extra for maybe, once again, the art book, we don't really know. And you're paying probably normal price for the plush, which is really good. Because, especially if it's a Persona plush, that shit can get expensive. Then you do get a set of pins. Yeah. I think as a Persona fan, paying an extra, assuming, once again, the art book is either 4 to 20 pages, which I said would be maybe like $3 to $10. So paying an extra, what would it be? I'm doing all this math in my head right now. $8 to $5. That's not right. Paying an extra 13 to $5. Yeah, that's something like that. I'm doing all this math in my head quickly. Not bad when you're paying for the Persona name. Once again, for me, I looked at this, I was like, 70, that ain't shit for this. So, like, I'm buying that right away. As a casual gaming fan, if you're interested in Persona, if you're interested in, like, special editions, looking to buy this or stuff, I honestly can't necessarily recommend it. I only recommend it for the fact that Persona is a great series, and in the future, you might become a Persona fan and wish you had got this originally, especially since it's not super expensive. Like, let's be real. Even though it's maybe a just slightly overpriced special edition because it's a 3DS game, it's still only $70, which is $10 more than like a normal retail priced, console game. So I recommend it based on that, but I don't know if I can recommend this to anybody who's not really a Persona fan, especially since the game itself tailors to Persona fans. It's kind of like a Persona All-Stars game thing, Yeah. So, is it worth it? Only if you're a Persona fan.